We got here the first game of my Treasure Cup run. This is against Doflamingo. And we'll just kind of take a look here. I don't remember if I keep this or if I get rid of it. Yeah. In a roll here. I might just skip the rolling. Maybe we just leave it in. Yeah, I win the dice rolls, so I opt to go first. I think that's just better against Dofi. It helps you keep a lot more tempo, which is crazy to believe. But yeah, just that 7 at the face with them being able to stack is just really, really good. I think there's Lucky Ruin, Binding Snake. I'm going to mulligan. He also mulligans. Ideally, I want to see like Rayleigh. Cards like that. Rayleigh, I'm playing Binding Snake, which isn't terrible. It comes up, and then like Lucky Roo is pretty decent. Like if they establish a law, they have to bounce something. They can lose. It can cost them tempo, which is like okay. But he's also like you don't want to have to establish him early. Ideally, if they go first, you go second. I'm gonna swing just all in onto your character that you just played out on 3 and hopefully get it. And just kind of go from there. Lucky Roo is a little bit more like in late game because then they have to sacrifice a lot of tempo to be able to do it because they'll usually just cycle that law like crazy. I think I'm going to pay 1 and actually just play out. Yeah, Binding Snake. It's pretty expensive for them to answer. And then if they play something sideways instead of going Jinbei, I can easily answer it. So, and if they pay 4 Dawn to remove it, I'm also okay with that. I think my hand was actually pretty weak to start off, though. But also, if I really want to, I could just go like 5-5, but we don't want to do that. He gets a Boa. Boa's pretty good. It's going to pass. Going to go to me. Deck doesn't have any turn 3 plays, sadly. I do consider Zoro every day. I know some of the lists that saw success played Zoro. Also, if you're watching this today, I believe I'm going to upload this today. A Merry Christmas Eve or Happy Holidays. Whatever. I know my audience is pretty global. Whatever you celebrate. I'm going to go 7. And I think I'm going to establish another one because I think 7 and 8 is going to get me the same result here. And yeah, I think I'm just going to play a literal another Binding Snake. Again, it wasn't the hottest start, but it's not terrible. As soon as he turns the card sideways, if he doesn't answer these, those cards are mine. Which is a little bit nice. That Boa Dawn. That's the one Dawn that I don't own. Plays a Teach. You have to respect the Teach. I do a couple plays throughout this tournament where I like play a Rayleigh and then I actually answer the Teach. Just because Teach gives him so much. Yeah, he's going to play Jinbei. I think he plays Weevil. He might play Boa. Oh, Law. Okay, and he's going to get rid of one of the Binding Snakes. Okay. Doesn't even do that. Yeah. We take that. Like, yeah, but now he secures the Jinbei. He establishes an active threat. Or, yeah, he establishes an active threat instead of the rested, which I would just clear. So I don't think that was incorrect. But it also, usually that can tell you that your opponent doesn't have a lot of counter when they're trying to law just double their stuff. Because answering 1 Binding Snake is kind of pretty good. Forgive me, guys. I might sound a little weird. I'm actually, like, sick. But I'll never get sick whenever I actually have work, so I never get to use my sick days. And I think I'm going to play a Rayleigh here, which isn't phenomenal. Marco's ideal here. Marco is the best play here, but I don't know if I have Marco. Yeah, I only have an ace. Marco would have been huge because you got to respect the Teach. I play 3 Marco, 2 Ace. Ace is still pretty good, but even if they like play Jozu, and bounce mine, they lose a lot of tempo, so they don't get to use their leader. Now he can play a boa. Yeah, he's going to play boa. Oh. Okay, Jinbei into boa. So he's going to establish 3 threats this turn. Which is not ideal. Not ideal. Boa is a really good card. Gets to attach 1. Yeah, gonna get rid of that. So he's got like a full board here. I don't know how many cards he has in his hand, but it can't be a lot at this point. Gonna go Shanks minus the leader and then give him a 2K. Question is, I think, yeah, Sanji. Okay, that's my only one. That's a 1 of Sanji, so I don't think it'll be too relevant. But yeah, he's gonna do teach stack. He does lose like he technically loses value every time, but now he has to replay over something. I think he's gonna swing with law. Yeah. And then just replace the law. If he replaces the teach, it's actually, I think, in my favor. It's going to go 7. I think I just have to take this. I only have 4 cards in hand. You're, like, super unputtingable if you play it correctly. But overall, yeah, just really thinking if I want to take that. Because if I just can't go down to 2 cards in hand. He's going to pass. I'm going to draw. So he didn't even use it for, like, the lead, right? Just used it to stack and put that extra pressure on. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. So, what I'm going to do, I think I have Beckman. Beckman's pretty good. Going to answer the boa. I'm pretty sure I'm going to slam down a Beckman, answer the boa, because I need the boa gone first, because otherwise he gets a free block. And then I'm going to use these 2 building snakes. Yeah, Beckman, trash the boa. Yeah. And then now I'm going to building snake. And I'm going to minus law. And then by doing so, it's just like when you'd play Zoro. I'm going to swing 2 at law, command a card. Or I get the law for dumb cheap. And then I can bottom deck him. Yeah, he's like, dang. He's like, yeah. So I get a 1K. So I got a free 1K off of establishing those early. Now I'm going to bot deck him. Okay, I'm going to go 5 at law, clear that up first. Just because if he counters, then he cannot save the Weevil. So he has to give me this if he wants to consider saving the Weevil. I go ahead and get him. Gonna bottom deck him. Minus the Weevil. Then I'm going to go 6 at the Weevil. That's going to cost him 2 2Ks, which is a lot harder. Yeah, looks like 2 Mihawks. I think he's got 1 card left. Yeah. So now cleaning the board the next turn is going to be a lot easier. And then I should be able to reclaim tempo. Because he only has 1 card. So you have 2. So it's expensive to use teach. It's expensive to establish anything. He can just go my face a lot, which is not great. He should still be at 4 life. The blue sleeves are a bit hard to tell, but he should be at 4 life. Goes 7 at me. I believe I have to just counter out of this. Leader ability, and I get to give him a 2K. Oh. Give him an Otama. Otama isn't going to do a lot of work here for me. And now I'm probably just going to tank the other 2. He's got 9. So I'll just take 7, 9, and then, yeah. Oh, now he's got 7, 9 leader ability. I'm going to take these two. I think just go down the 1. Get some cards in my hand because now I can answer his board. Oh, it's pretty good. Put it on Teach. So he's probably going to go 6 with Teach. 7. I'm going to take it. Yeah. And he's going to probably go 6, and I'm going to just give him 2. Yeah, I'll give him a 2K. Now I have an opportunity to clear his whole board. And then as long as I can do that while pressuring his life, Rayleigh goes really well here. Because then I'm going to get to remove 2 threats very easily. And I can answer the full board. I do play Radical Beam. Unsure if Radical Beam is in my hand. But yeah, ideally I go Rayleigh minus 3,000 on like Weevil and Boa. I think we go 5 at Teach. Just confirmed 4 life. 4 life. So I need to put some form of pressure on his life. Yeah, 5 at Teach. The cheapest clear, and it also removes that threat. And now I can go, like, play. I can go 7 at 5, 6 at 4, and remove. Checking to see if he has cards, because then I can play a rusher. Yeah. So he's not going to give me his whole hand. 7 at Jinbei. Probably slamming down another Beckman to trash the Boa. Because he didn't give me 2-1. Yeah. So now I don't have much Don. I do have a decent amount of cards, but like obviously if he can go 15 and then has Perfume, you know, he just wins. Probably searching for that Perfume because then he can just go 14 at my face and I have to answer it. Otherwise, no amount of blockers will save me. Still has 4 life, so I would need a lot of hits to go through. Just very unlikely. We play 6 blockers. Yeah, I'm sure like Perfume was the ideal target here because you just all in. You don't lose if you have any form of counter. And I mean, you just have to counter out of like a 10. But counter is a big issue for them. Okay, he's going to take a Gecko. He can go Gecko, Jinbei, establish a lot more threats. That is a bit of a problem, but it gives me an opportunity to establish my own, like, you know, a Lucky Roo to D up. Because he'll answer 2 attacks. And then if I have like a Flame Red Hawk, that'll answer 1 more attack. Just because the Roo, yeah. He's going to play Boa, establish a blocker. Interesting. Yeah, he's like, oh wait, he's like, no. Oh, he wants a 2K. Okay. Yeah. Seems like he wanted counter. Hits a pudding. Actually, super funny. I remember this game. I should have lost this game. He didn't know it, but I knew it. This is where it's super interesting. Yeah, because he goes 9. I do that because I need that 1 life. If he goes 10-10, I'm cooked. He doesn't know that though, and I don't need him to know that. This is where the power of just imagination is your friend. Bluffing was always a thing in red. I mean, why would I? Like, you have to move with confidence too. You see that? I set 4 on the side right away. Bluff begins right there. Set 4 on the side. This is how much Don I have to work with. What's my turn? What's my play? And bluffs don't always work, but you have to think. If I do this, I just lose. This world, as a player, you have to consider, if I do this, I just have, you know, do I lose? What's an option where I win? And you have to consider that. Because I don't believe I have a blocker here. And I'm like, I'm going to fake 2 Red Hawks. Not just 1, but I'm going to fake 2. Haven't activated 1 all game. 7 at face. And I'm just going to kind of ladder up. He's going to take it. I'm just going to put on a little bit of pressure. With 7 again. And then I can go 8, 9. I can go 7, 7, 8, 9. And I'm sure he's just kind of fishing for some cards at this point, because he knows his next turn is going to be his last one. So you're just going to take every hit. Because if the perfume's in there and I play a blocker, things like that, you're just going to see what you're going to get. 6. He's got 6 cards in hand. I've got however many. I got 4. 10, 10. I know I don't have enough counter for 10, 10. And I believe my last life is a Rayleigh. I think I'm just going to go... I'm debating if I want to go 8 or 9. Like, the more Dawn I leave up, the more scary it is. I say screw it. I'm like, it's okay. 9 at life. But he's got that pudding he's getting. Yeah, you just got to kind of fish. But like, if I have Red Hawk leader ability, any card, 1k, you just don't win. And so I'm pretty sure I was super bricked up. But I did that turn so confidently. It's like, as the Dofi player, you have to think, I just lose. Is there a world where I win? If he has Red Hawk, I just lose. What's my path to where I win? And it's like putting 8, 8. Putting 7, 9. But yeah, I go 8, 8 just because otherwise I just need 1, 2k. And you just got to hope I see bricks. I haven't played a single brick this whole game, so... Okay, he's going to pay 4, play pudding. Uh-huh. And then I actually... Yeah, I'm like, gotta really just drive it home. Like, I'm bummed. But in reality, I just, like... If my last card in life is a 2k, I think I was fine. But it came down to what is this last card in life. And I'm pretty sure it's a Rayleigh. I'm fairly sure it's a Rayleigh. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm not even going to look at it until he swings. I mean, you know, because now I'm just confident. 8 life. I think I'm going to take it, just force him to go all in. Yeah. And I go leader ability. Yeah. 2k, 1k. Yeah. Yeah, it was Rayleigh. It was Rayleigh. Yeah, so it's just things like that, you know. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. More games coming soon. Just kind of breaking down how I approach the whole event.